Hello, friends. Mary here. How are you all doing today? I was just outside, as I am now, sitting in my swing, and the leaves are so beautiful this time of year. They're all orange and red and just beautiful colors, and I'm just so thankful to see another season. I really am. And I was just thinking, friends, there's a lot going on now, with the shutdown and with the assistance to people as far as food, with the increase in insurance premiums for health care, with the insurance and premiums for automobile insurance, with the increase in premiums for homeowners insurance, just so many things, with the stalemate between Congress, just so many things, and then those things that happen in our local communities. It is so much going on that it almost makes the atmosphere feel heavy. The air, the atmosphere, the environment, it seems heavy. It feels heavy. And so I was sitting out here and I was thinking, Mary, you need to take some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Because the environment is so toxic now and there's so many things going on from the left, from the right, from up, from down. Everywhere you turn, people are discouraged. Some people are angry, people are anxious, people are disappointed. And I'm disappointed too in a lot of things that are going on. I really am. And with this shutdown and the air traffic controllers and the federal workers not being paid and having missed a paycheck, I just can't imagine when I was working and raising my family, if I missed a paycheck, it would have been devastating at times, So my heart goes out to them. But the air is just heavy. I think it is. Maybe you know another word to call it. But for me, it's heavy. It's heavy, and it's so noisy. It's so very noisy. So, friends, I hope you all are surviving this. I don't know what tools you are using to survive. One of the tools that I use to survive is that I know who holds the key to all of this. I'm a spiritual person, okay? And so I know eventually this will be straightened out. I do believe that. But for now, it is very frustrating. It is very unsettling. I've lived a long time, and I found, the wind is trying to blow my tripod. I found that living a long time, some of these things that I'm witnessing in my 77 years, I thought I would never witness. I just thought I would never see these things. And so with the shutdown, suspension of SNAP, increase the 1st of November of insurance for people, the price of food, just so many things. Like I say, the price of car insurance, homeowners insurance, and like I said, healthcare insurance. It almost seems too much. And I know for some people it is too much. And so I just wanted to say that, it's heavy. The air is heavy. The atmosphere is heavy. Do you all feel that? Do you feel the heaviness? It seems like we're being bombarded from all sides, from the left, from the right, up and down. Anywhere you turn, anywhere. We're just being bombarded by just so many things that can just bring so much stress to your life. Tell me, friends, what are some of the things that you're doing to not be gobbled up, completely consumed by this shutdown and all of these other things, by the government and the attitude that the government is taking? What are some of the things that you all are doing to, and there's the wind again, it's blowing my tripod, so please excuse me for that. It's blowing my tripod. What are some of the things that you all doing to keep your mind clear, keep your mind straight, to, like I say, not be gobbled up by this, not let it make you not let it turn you into a person that you're really not. You know, for me, like I say, I'm a spiritual person. And then I also believe that sometimes our breath becomes so stifled because it's so heavy. Take some deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Take a walk if you can. Take a walk, because regardless of what's going on in this country, and in this world, it's still beautiful. It's still beautiful outside. The leaves did not say, well, you know, this is a very heavy environment and we're not going to shed our leaves this year. We're not going to turn colors, and we're just going to hold on to our leaves, and we're just going to stand here and we're not going to do anything. Guess what? They continue to shed their leaves in so many colors that it is gorgeous. You know, the sun didn't say, well, you know, it's so much going on in this world. Look, we're just not going to come up this morning. But look, friends, look, the sun is up. Things go on. Things go on. And this is not the first time there have been hard times. World War I, World War II, the Great Depression. This is not the first time, but it doesn't make it easy to accept, especially for younger folk who don't remember those times in history and how people actually did survive. Okay? So, my heart goes out to those air traffic controllers, federal workers, all of those people that are showing up for work every day and not getting paid. Mortgages getting behind, with the food being cut with SNAP and EBT, not getting that help. Food banks are doing as much as they can, you know, but the need is so great. It is so great now. But, you know, just like always, just like the pandemic of 2020, just like what was that they had? I think it was 1930. It was something like the pandemic, but it was called something else. Some type of flu that killed millions of people. It'll come to me in a minute. You know, I'm a senior. I have these senior moments. But just like this country has survived, just like the world has survived, we will survive. It's hard. Like I say, my heart goes out to all of those people who Friday didn't get a check. And they sat at that table and they wondered how they were going to keep on the electricity, pay the mortgage, feed their kids, put gas in the car. I surely pray and hope that this shutdown does not continue very long. And I surely hope and pray that if it does, the government will allow those subsidies that they have, that they can help people, that they will turn loose those substances, you know, that they have set aside for emergencies such as this, that they will release those substances to help people until the shutdown, you know, until the government opens up again. You know, I think there are a lot of attitudes of people today. Nobody really wants to give. Nobody really wants to concede. I think a lot of people are selfish. They want their own way. This is not a time for it. This is a time for compromise. This is a time to compromise for the betterment of millions and millions of people. So, I'm on Medicare, and I'm wondering how my Medicare is going to be affected. I really don't know. How much more is it going to cost me? How much more is my insurance going to cost me? How much more is my homeowner's insurance going to cost? These are things that are on my mind. But then I look outside. I take a walk outside, and I see nature is not really disturbed. Everything goes on. The trees fall. They bear their leaves. The sun comes up in the morning. The moon comes up at night. You know, that's what helps me. Inhaling and exhaling, and knowing that this is not going to last forever, and in knowing who's in charge, God, I know that, and in knowing that we're going to make it. We've made it before. There's no reason that we won't make it now. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Whatever is going on in your life, please be encouraged. Be encouraged to know that night doesn't last forever. Daylight shows up. It really does. It doesn't rain forever. Eventually the sun will come out. But in that time, in that dark time, the things that you can do to help your mental state, because I think the mental state of a lot of people is so affected by this. So much depression at a time that we're going into the holidays. So much disappointment, so much anger, so much. It's just so much. So let's inhale and let's exhale. And if you can, let's take a walk and let's look at what has not been affected. The beauty of nature, the beauty of the world. If you have a little fur baby, take your little fur baby for a walk. If you have a bicycle, take a ride on your bicycle. If you have a car, you don't have to have any destination. Just take a ride. Try to get away from it for a while. Because we all have become so absorbed in it. And that's understandable that we all have become so absorbed. Because the atmosphere, like I said, is toxic and it's heavy. It's heavy. So, friends, I just wanted to say, I love you guys. I'm thinking about you guys. Those of you that are suffering from what's going on, it'll get better. Don't lose hope. Don't lose sight. Keep the hope and don't lose sight. And don't let it take your peace. Tell peace to come on. Experience peace if you can. And tell peace to run out the doubt, the anger, and all of those things that eventually can turn us into people we don't want to turn into. Influence us to do things we shouldn't do. Influence thoughts we shouldn't have. Let peace ride. And let it drive our anger. And let it drive our frustration. Be peaceful. Let your mind be peaceful. Try to, maybe some exercises will help too. Maybe to release some of that stress in the body. I don't know. I haven't tried exercises, but I think I will. I'm going to take a walk and I'm going to just enjoy nature. Because regardless of what has changed in this world or in this country, that has not changed. And for me, that's an assurance. Because if I got up and all the trees had fallen down on the ground and it was still nighttime when it's supposed to be daytime, wow. Now that would really be something, wouldn't it? But see, that stuff goes on. And it goes on in the dark days, and it's going to go on in the days that are going to get better eventually. So I just want to say to you guys, keep hope. Try to keep peace. Try not to let this atmosphere turn you into someone you're not, cause you to do things you shouldn't do because you're angry and because you're frustrated. And that means hurting yourself or hurting other people, okay? So try not to let that happen. And I'm going to let you go for now. You all have the best day you can have. Keep peace, stay hopeful, and drive anger away. Okay? Bye.